Welcome back once again to the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. Today we're going to talk about football here at Bradley, but it's going to be JV football. Hadn't got a chance to talk to Coach Dills this year, and Coach Dills, I'd like to welcome you, and you got a couple of our outstanding players here. I'll let you go ahead and make the introductions, if you will.
Right here to my left, we got Tyree Stovall, big-time receiver. And on the left down there, we got Tyler Cook. He is our quarterback.
And I've seen them both in action. You got some pretty good players there. Tyrese, you're tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
6'6".
Yes, sir.
And you're just a youngster. You're a junior.
Yes, sir.
So you probably can sprout up another 3 or 4 inches, maybe. I know you'd like to.
Yes, sir.
Stovall's a familiar name here. He's got a twin sister, Tatiana, who's on the basketball Bearettes. Uncle, or I guess it'd be your cousin,
Yes, sir.
James Stovall, played
Yes,
here as a wide receiver, still hosts a record in playoff games for receptions with 21 as a Bear, back when we lost to Oak Ridge that playoff game, which we'll never forget that. Tyler, a quarterback here. We've seen you're a sophomore.
I am.
So you're the youngster in the group here. But what's the difference, the biggest difference between middle school football and high school football for you?
I think it's the speed of the game. It moves a whole lot faster. You move the ball so much quicker, and you got to think about everything throughout the whole game. Like everybody, you got to know what everybody's doing. In middle school, you really don't have to.
Got a lot of keys to figure out, haven't you?
Yes. You got many reads and everything like that.
Yeah. So the playbooks are different.
Yeah.
Quite a bit different.
Yeah.
You think that's the same the situation there, Colby?
Yeah, I agree. It's just high school just picks up a little bit more, and everybody gets a little bit better, and things just get a little bit quicker out there, moves a little bit faster. So takes some adjusting to get used to.
Well, Tyrese, you came here from out of town. This is your first year here. You're a junior.
Yes, sir.
And Tatiana's your sister. She's actually a twin.
Yes,
I always
sir.
ask, who's the oldest?
I'm the oldest, about 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes. So there you go. He's the old man in that twin group, right? And you play basketball
Yes, sir.
as well as football. You do any other like track and field or anything like that?
I do track. I jump for track.
Jump, the high jump?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tyler, you play any other sports here at Bradley?
I played basketball and baseball.
Basketball, baseball. Have you always been the quarterback in football?
As long as I can remember, yes.
Okay. Tyler, you play any other position? You're a wide receiver here at Bradley, I know, but
Yes,
you
sir.
play other positions prior to this?
I could play a tight end, and I can play a DB if they need me to play DB. But mainly my main position is receiver.
Well, with all the seniors we've got this year, I'm sure both you guys are going to have to step up another level and, man up, and as they say, and figure out what you can do and where you can contribute. Coach Colby Dills here. How long have you been coaching at Bradley? You played here too, years ago,
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. This is I want to say this is my 6th year coaching at Bradley.
Okay.
Came back around 2016, so I think it's about my 6th year back up here.
And you coach basketball.
Yeah, I'm the freshman boys coach in basketball, so I'm pretty busy really all year.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit off time in March and April, but outside of that, I'm usually coaching something.
Let's talk about your schedule so far. Unbeaten still.
Yeah, 3-0. We got wins over McMinn County, Walker Valley, and Baylor. We played really well. I'm really proud of them. They're showing signs of great things to come for the future. So we go to McMinn Central tonight, so hopefully we can get another win there and just keep it rolling.
Well, we've had a very limited home schedule, and just the way it fell this year, and we lost one of those to the rain against Tyner.
Yeah, against Tyner. Yeah, and then there's actually a mix-up. We thought we were playing Heritage, Georgia here at JV next week, but it's going to end up being at Heritage, Georgia. So as it sits right now, all we got is CCS, I think October the 9th. It will be our last home game for JV.
That'll be the week of fall break, won't it?
Week of fall break, yes.
So the day fall break starts there. On your JV team, what's the makeup? I mean, are they mostly freshmen or?
Yeah, they're mostly freshmen, sophomores. There's a few juniors that we think that can definitely help us next year.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrese, I think if Tyrese would have been here in the spring, he'd be playing on Friday nights. He got kind of a late jump on things, and skill-wise, we are pretty good varsity-wise. So would not surprise me at all if Tyrese's name is called on Friday nights. We still got a long season.
Yeah.
Varsity-wise, so I definitely think he'll get caught up at corner or receiver at some point this season.
Well, as they always say, you're one play away from
Yeah.
being in the starting lineup, and so Tyrese, we got some great wide receivers out there, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best class of wide receivers we've ever had.
Yes.
Tyler, you're the man at quarterback. If something
Yes.
happened, Caleb went down with an injury or whatever. We
Yes,
don't want
I
that to
am.
happen at all. But you prepared for that to take over?
I think I am, as long I get. I mean, I'm there with him every day. I'm taking the same reps as him. He may take a little bit more because he's a starter, but I'm taking about everything. I'm doing the same things he are, so I'm prepared for whenever.
And you probably have to go against our first team defense too in practice a lot of times.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Well, our defense has been lights out. And Coach, what position do you coach with the varsity?
I coach the defensive line. So,
Well, congratulations.
yeah, they've done really good this year. You know, I'd like to take all the credit for them, but it's players make plays. You know, I just try to not to mess them up and try to make sure we stay on the game plan that Coach Floyd and Coach Benefield made. So I'm really proud of our D-line. They've been playing their butts off.
Did you coach Zane McIntosh at all? I mean, now he's a freshman.
Yeah,
I know, man. He's
a freshman. Yeah, we knew day one he came in, he was a starter. I mean, he may be the strongest kid in our weight room, and I mean, he's just a gritty football player. So I'm excited to have him for the next 4 years.
Well, yeah, we all are there. Have you had any big surprise like, man, I just didn't see this kid being that good or stepping up or anything that's?
Yeah, I mean, not to sound disrespectful, but I mean, Ben Collins, I didn't really know what I was gonna get from him in the spring and the summer, and I mean, he's played really good at nose. I mean, he's constantly getting double teamed, and you got to be tough to play nose because you're getting hit from all angles, and he's doing really good. And he secured the starting nose spot, and he hasn't lost it. So I'm really proud of Ben.
Well, we called his name a lot Friday night on the radio.
Yes.
He was in on every play. If he wasn't the lead tackler, he was there assisting and all that. And that's truly what it takes, I guess, in defense. You know, it's not just a single man. Coach Damon's always man your position, don't chase the ball, and let it come to you.
Yes.
The other guys should be taking their position as well and making that kind of thing happen. What's the strong part of the team this year? Is the offense better than the defense or defense? We're not trying to throw anybody on the bus or nothing, but is one segment of the game stronger for the JV?
JV?
Are they even or
They're
what?
pretty even. I may say offense just because a lot of those guys come back. Like Cook returns, he's a starter.
Right.
Most of our O-line returned. Antonio Butts returned as a running back. So probably the offense just because there's more guys that started and played last year. But defense has been playing really well as well too.
Well, I see Tyrese out there Monday night in the blowout of Baylor. Boy, we just blew Baylor off the field there.
Yes, sir.
Everything was clicking. Passing from you to him and so forth. And on defense, you had an interception, I believe, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
In that game, too. Do you like playing defense better or offense? Or does it matter to you?
Well, it doesn't matter to me, but I think for me, I like playing offense better because for defense, it's hard for me to like break down and tackle everybody because I'm like mainly taller than everybody. But then on offense, it's not that hard because I'm tall and I'm long, so it's not hard for me to get any jump balls I can get.
How tall is your twin sister?
She is 6'1".
Go one-on-one, who wins? Be honest now.
I mean,
Can she take you?
she can take me. It's just we both have our strengths and weaknesses, but I got my lane and she has her strength, so it'll be a good game.
That's a safe answer, I guess. Keep Mama happy there.
Yes, sir.
His mother, by the way, is on staff here at Bradley Central. We appreciate her and everything she does, too. How many players, do you have this year? How many freshmen do you have on the team? Because you had a big freshman class last year.
Yeah, I think this year's even bigger. I want to say we got like 32 freshmen.
Wow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, all of them don't get to travel to away JV games just because we only take on one bus. But we dress everybody home games. Everybody got in last week, the Baylor game. That's a perfect game. When you keep your shutout and everybody gets to play, that's just a win all the way around. So.
Do you anticipate a big class? Because I know down at Lake Forest they've got 28 eighth graders this year, and they're unbeaten. They're playing the championship game this Saturday here on our field.
I've been around, being a student at Lake Forest and being around Lake Forest a long time. That is, without a doubt, the best Lake Forest team I've ever seen.
Really?
Not even close. And we've had some good Lake Forest teams over the years, but that team is absolutely loaded with talent.
I've seen all their home games, and they've given up 12 points all year in 8 games. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, they're loaded.
Defense, as we always say, wins championships. And we just give them a plug. They're going to play here Saturday at 2 o'clock for the championship of the East Tennessee Football Conference against the Smoky Bears of Sevierville. So it's the Bears against the Bruins here. Be a battle of the wild animals, I guess, there.
Yeah.
Coach, anything else you'd like to add to our interview here today? That
No, I brought these two up because these two are two guys of the future. Tyrese, I think he's next season he may set the reception record.
That's a
with all the
big record.
seniors we're losing skill wise, I think he'll be a #1 target for sure. And then Cook, he has done a good job. He's took some big steps from his freshman year to his sophomore year, as far not only quarterback wise but maturity. So he'll be in the mix next year as a starting quarterback, and I think it'll be his to lose. So.
Well, you looked strong last year as a freshman. The game I've seen you this year, you look really good there. And a quarterback position is one of leadership. Team looks to you a lot of times, whether it's fair or not. They look to you and say, hey, what's this guy doing? When things are not always going smooth down the track. Sometimes bad things happen, as Coach Floyd tells us all the time. But you got to forget about it, move on. You can't dwell on the last play if it was a bad play. But there's a lot of wisdom in that thought there. Coach Floyd been here 18 years, and he just keeps rolling right along. The Bears are unbeaten, 5-0, #1 ranked in the state. The new rankings come out this evening. We'll see how that stands in. But we're going to wrap it up for now. Appreciate Tyler Cook, Tyrese Stovall, and as always, Colby Dills, one of our great coaches here at Bradley Central. For now, we'll say so long for now. I'd like to thank Mr. Gwen Schroyer, though, and his students here that produce all our games, our interviews here at Studio 812 and Campus Lab 656. Until next time, God bless and go Bears.